Hello my fellow Fly Babies, welcome back to the Flylady's 31 Baby Steps Challenge. We are on day 16. I can't believe it's flying by. Flylady, right? We have been building our daily routines to help get our house and keep our house in order. And you guys, I really truly believe in this system, but I also believe that you have to start with baby steps. You have to start one new habit, one new routine at a time. So if you're not familiar with the series yet, I have the playlist. It will be linked up at the top here. And please go and watch it from day one, because what we're doing every single day is we're adding one new habit to our morning routine. And if you find that you're not keeping up with the previous habits, then don't stress out. Don't add a new habit yet until you've kind of gotten those under control. The purpose of me filming this series for you is to introduce every single baby step, all 31 baby steps with you, and kind of showing you what they are. Today, the Flylady wants you to go onto her site and just spend some time looking at some of the testimonials, maybe reading the frequent asked questions page, things like that. So again, have your handy dandy timer, set it for 15 minutes, and you can do that. Myself, I want to say I'm almost like a walking testimonial in a sense that, I've been doing the program for a while. I started it a couple years. I tried doing everything that was involved in the program, that was involved in the system, and I failed miserably because I didn't know about these baby steps. Once I figured out the baby steps and just focusing on our daily routines, I spent maybe a year just focusing on the daily routines, and then in the middle of last year we bought this house. So that's when I started doing the other aspects of the system. The daily focuses, which are your weekly routines, your home blessing hour, and your zone cleaning. So again, we're just focusing on the baby steps. So today, because I don't have really a whole lot to show you other than saying set your timer for 15 minutes and go on the site, I'm going to go through all of the baby steps that we've done so far. I'm going to do them with you in the order in which I do them, just to kind of give you an idea of how these can be structured into your day. So yeah, let's just get to it. So let's see if I woke up to a shiny kitchen or not. Isn't that nice, waking up to a clean sink? Nice clean counter. If you didn't wake up to a shiny sink or a clean kitchen, that's okay. Go ahead and just do it now, and then try your hardest tonight to get it done before bed. It really does feel good to wake up to a clean kitchen. Now, I did have a viewer give me a recommendation, something that she does. She doesn't have a dishwasher, so she washes everything by hand. We do have a dishwasher, but we still wash everything by hand. So she says that she actually just keeps, soapy water in her sink all day long, and so it just makes it real easy to clean it right away. And I think that's a great idea. It's kind of setting you up for success, right? By giving yourself those little baby steps or those little tools that you can do. But the other part of the keeping our sink shining in the morning is emptying our dishwasher. So let's see how full my dishwasher is then. All right, so I let my dishes dry in here. I don't actually run the dryer, so some of them are still a little wet. So I'm gonna give them a little bit before I put them away, but we'll put them away before we do dishes again. Okay, so we just took my daughter to school. So the first thing I do after taking her to school is I take a look at my control journal and my calendar to see if there's anything specific going on today before I kind of finish up with my morning routine. All right, so I do go through just the morning routine as in general to see what I haven't done yet. It is Wednesday. I didn't check things off yesterday. Let's see. I have an empty dishwasher. Make the lunch. lunch, take her to school. So I just have to water the plants and empty the dishwasher still. But let's look at the calendar here. So I know what video I want to have posted today. So I don't know. There's nothing specific there. Wednesday. So there's strength training, total Tabata. I've been wanting to try the strength training, but I don't feel like I don't know if I'm ready for that. And I'm still fighting this cold. So I don't know, but either way, that one starts at 9, and then this one starts at 10, and it's 8:15. If I wanted to make it to this one, I need to leave by 8:45, so I have about a half an hour. So I'm going to finish the rest of my morning routine, and then I'll see if I want to take anything today or not. I don't know. So again, when you're dealing with your calendar, if you have stuff you need to enter in there. So for instance, my daughter has some paperwork. She's actually being awarded for leadership on January 25th, so I want to add that to my calendar. And then we have a parent-teacher conference coming up, so I need to talk to my husband and find out if he wants to attend, and if he does, then I need to figure out what time we're going to go. So we'll enter these into the calendar after I speak to my husband later. But this day happens to be a YouTube day for me, so I do have a video already to edit and post, and then I'm filming this video today. I'm not sure if I'll get it up to today or tomorrow, but that's what I'm working on. And then I do have some tax forms that came in, so I will be working on some taxes today. So I do have some things to do in the afternoon. Dinner prep and the weekly routine, which is that. So dinner prep, usually I do crock pot stuff, so you usually have the stuff in the crock pot between 9 and 10. So I think it might be a leftover night anyway, so I don't think I have anything really to prep. Otherwise I put stuff on the counter. If I'm cooking specific things, like for the girls, like macaroni and cheese or something like that, I'll put it on the counter so I know. Sometimes the hot spots get done twice a day. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the evening, sometimes it's both. It kind of just depends on how much, like, whatever my daughters bring out and things like that. Now, as far as our 5-minute home rescue, which you guys would do a 5-minute room rescue, I don't think we have too much, but I do see some. So I'm going to do that, and that's kind of the same thing as well. Sometimes we do it once a day, sometimes we do it twice a day. I'm gonna empty my dishwasher real quick, and then I'll actually get on with my afternoon routine. So this is pretty much my morning routine. I will go out and water my garden. I'll actually show you guys today because I'm very proud of it. It's growing very nicely. Broccoli. Got some broccoli growing in here. The other things that we need to do are decluttering. Now, I declutter 15 minutes a day in the zone that I'm in. I'm not really in line with the Flylady zones any longer because I've made it work for my house and my household the way it is. So my zone this week is actually zone 3. Now, zone 3 for me is my living room, and as you guys saw, I don't have any clutter in the living room to do, to pick up. If anything, we have things that we want to add. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use that declutter time to either declutter in another area that is getting kind of starting to build up again. Otherwise, we can look at the Flylady's site because it is a new week. She probably has some new missions for us to look at. So all right, so we're on her website. We're gonna go to our launch pad. We're gonna go to missions. We're not in the zone. We're not doing zone cleaning or anything like that. We're just gonna do the missions. So she has master bedroom here. Let's see what she has. Spend 15 minutes decluttering the top shelf of the closet. You know what? I think I will actually do that one today. Set our timer for 15 minutes. My husband's. He keeps like everything, so he'll have to go through that box at some point. But I think what I want to do is at least buy like just a nice box, because that's an old that's a motorcycle helmet box, and I just get him like a nice box that looks okay, that looks better up there, and then, you know, just ask him. I'm gonna put this walkie-talkie out in the garage with like the tools, and then we'll just see when he goes through that box at some point. We'll see if the other one's in there, but I almost think that we don't even have the other one, so I almost think this would be. So let's see what I got on the ground here. Okay, so I have trash. I have relocate. This is trash, but it's shred. And then this is donate. Okay, so I mean, just for 15 minutes, you can get rid of some. You can get rid of stuff, even if you feel like you don't have anything left to get rid of. If you just go through it again, you'll start seeing that there's stuff that you lost, like that glove. I thought that glove was gone. I found the glove. I found things are just out of place. You know, it's just good to keep it going. So I still have 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these things where they go. All right, everything is cleaned up and put where it needs to be. All right, so it's 9:23. So I have officially finished everything. I finished everything in my personal morning routine, and I've actually done, a few things that were in the evening routine. I still have plenty of time to go work out and do other things. So if you start getting the system down, if you're a stay-at-home parent like I am, then you're gonna start seeing that you have more free time. So for me, I'm growing a garden now, and it's just amazing that I have my own broccoli growing right outside that window. We do have tomato plants in there, and I have some pumpkins we grew from the pumpkins that we carved for Halloween. I put a few seeds in there, and they're growing, which is really cool. We have a little more time to do that type of stuff. If I wanted, if I was still going to homeschool, I'd have plenty of time to homeschool, but I'm actually working from home now. So basically, I have the time to work from home, and my house is still taken care of. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. And then if you worked outside of the house, you could just put that declutter, you could put 15 minutes of decluttering in your afternoon routine as well. Or if you go to work earlier, say you have to be to work at 6 in the morning, you just kind of work a way around it. You either wake up a little earlier, or, have a smaller routine in the morning. But either way, it frees up your time, and it makes it a lot easier. So I guess you consider that my testimonial for the day. 11 o'clock, that's usually when my husband calls. So my husband just called. I just discussed with him the options for the parent-teacher conference. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting stuff in my calendar now before I forget. Plus, today is Wednesday, so that's the day I pick my shift or my hours for Instacart this coming Sunday. So I only can work Sunday. So I was able to get myself on the schedule for Sunday, so I want to make sure I put that in my calendar as well. from school. I got the mail, so this is when I normally would do my 2-minute hotspot, is when we come home, because usually we have to empty the backpack and get the mail. So there was only one thing in the mail, and it's junk mail, so it's gonna go straight in the recycling. I'm gonna get my daughter's backpack real quick. A little dark in here, that's okay. So this, her lunch box, we empty out, you know, the empty stuff so we can wash it. So I'm actually gonna wash it right now. I'm gonna try to keep up with washing things as we need to. I haven't really eaten today because I'm just fighting this cold, so I wasn't really hungry. This gets put in the pantry. This gets refilled, so I'm gonna refill this right now. So now we're gonna go through the folder and see if there's anything to bring back. So I have they have a return section in here. So the thing for the parent-teacher conference, I can't think, that is gonna go in the return section here right away. So I get rid of that. And then there's a keep section. So usually my daughter has a bunch of stuff. So I scan through it, and we're just looking for like anything that has a grade on it. I just see how she did real quick. And if there's anything that looks kind of like artsy, then I'll put it in her spot down here on the bookcase, and then she can go through it another time. And then otherwise, everything just goes in the recycle. I look at it, it looks good, we're recycling it. So this is all gonna go in the recycle. That way that goes in there like immediately, so there's really no random trash that can even get built up. And I'm just gonna sign her paper here. And this goes back in her backpack, and it's ready for tomorrow.
Mom, I'm gonna be reading a book outside on the tree.
Okay. I'm just gonna let her, she's drawing there, and then I'm going to, I'm gonna make dinner. Alright, it is 3:45. Girls are eating. A little bit left in there, so I'm gonna leave that there. But I'm gonna clean up what I have so far. I have mine, and I have her stuff from school, and then I have the strainer from making the stuff. So I'm just gonna wash these real quick. We're finishing out the end of our day. Let's see what time it is. 5:16. So Ricky already got home and ate. So the girls are gonna do the hot spot over here. They're gonna do their hot spot, and then I'm just gonna do the few. For the day. Good night. Alright, so thanks for joining me for another day of the 31 baby steps. Join me tomorrow. We'll be adding habit. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.